Hello and welcome back to the channel. As you all know, I'm Jerry and this is another edition of Perspectives of Jerry. So we've got to talk about the last stand of the blockbuster. We're sitting here in early 2026 and the industry is at a crossroads. We've watched giants fall. We've watched Star Wars lose its way. We watched Star Trek get sterilized. We saw Indy's last ride get bogged down in lectures that nobody asked for. Even the MCU after Endgame just wasn't the same. But right now, we have two names that are standing on the horizon, Link and He-Man. And the question is, are they coming to save us? Or is Hollywood about to drive a stake through the heart of one of our last childhood memories? Just one more time. But before we dive into the power of Grayskull and the Master Sword, please do me a huge favor. If you like these videos that I'm putting out, please do like this video, subscribe to the channel, and of course leave a couple comments below. It really helps the algorithm find out who actually wants to care about these IPs, and it helps my channel grow. All right. So now let's get into this. Let's start with the Masters of the Universe. This is hitting theaters in June, and if you haven't seen the trailer for it, I'll link it below in my description so you can see it. We've been burned before about these things. We remember Netflix's bait and switch where He-Man was sidelined in his own show. That was the height of the woke ideology era, and the idea that you have to tear down the male lead to build up somebody else. But here's where the Hollywood elites chime in. They'll say, but Jerry, He-Man's an outdated concept. We need to update him for modern audiences with modern social values. And to that I say, that is absolute frippin' nonsense. Kids today don't want a lecture, they want a hero. Look at the Spider-Verse. Those movies succeed because they are great stories, not because they check social boxes. If you try to update He-Man and by making him a secondary character in his own movie, you are making him modern. You're making him a ghost. The industry is bleeding money right now. They can't afford to subvert expectations anymore. We want a guy with a sword, a tiger, and a battle for the soul of Eternia. Period. The next one is the big one, The Legend of Zelda. That's coming out in 2027. They haven't got a trailer out for it yet, but they have had some concept art or a few production stills that have been shared out. And I tell you, Link looks awesome. Zelda looks beautiful and elegant and awesome. I'm looking forward to it as long as they can keep to it. And this is, I'm protective of this one. Now, keeping in mind, the Legend of Zelda games was not my jam. That style of gameplay was never my thing. But it's not just a game. There's an entire mythology behind this. You know the drill. And now, you all know the drill on this. I mean, a director gets hired, and the first thing they say is, we wanted to put our own unique spin on the world of Hyrule to make it cinematic. Okay, let's call this what it is, really, folks. It's ego. Your unique spin on the world of Hyrule to make it cinematic? I mean, this unique spin is what killed The Witcher and Halo. We don't want to go to a Zelda movie to see a director's personal political drama. We go to see Zelda. Thankfully, we have a shield. Shigeru Miyamoto. He didn't care about modern messaging with Mario. He really didn't. He cared about the coins and the pipes. If Miyamoto holds the line, Zelda will be the biggest movie of the decade. The spin should be in the quality of the acting, Not rewriting 40 years of lore to fit a Twitter trend. And here's the inevitable part. If these movies come out and they've been wokeified and the fans reject them, the studios will do what they always do, what they have been doing. They'll blame toxic fans. They'll say we're the problem for wanting the source material. Of course we want the damn source material. That's what we grew up on. That's what we read. That's what we played. Give me a damn break. It's not toxic to want what we paid for. It's if I go to a steakhouse and they serve me a salad because they decided that meat is outdated, I'm not a toxic customer for being annoyed. I'm a customer who just got lied to. Hollywood needs to stop blaming the fans for their own bad writing and decisions. If they give us the Master Sword and the Power Sword exactly the way we remember them, the box office will follow. If they hand us a salad and call it a steak, they deserve to go broke. The cure for this industry is simple. It's respect. Respect the creator, respect the lore, and most importantly, respect the customer. We've spent 10 years watching The Message, thank you, drinker, take priority over the story. We've seen characters turned into grumpy failures and just to be replaced. I'll never forgive what they did to Luke Skywalker. Star Wars is my ultimate jam, and those sequel trilogy. If He-Man and Zelda succeed by being traditional, epic, and faithful, it proves that the woke era was a billion-dollar mistake. More than a billion, really, but still, it proves it's a mistake. It proves we want archetypes, not activists. We want to see the struggle between good and evil, not lectures on 2026 politics. I want to believe that they've learned their lesson. I want to believe that the failures of The Acolyte and The Dial of Destiny and all of those Marvel shows that you have to do as homework just to keep up with the movies have finally forced the suits in California to realize the fans are not the enemy. We're the litmus test. We're the people paying your checks. I guess we're going to find out this June with He-Man. If that movie is straight up, is a straight up epic fantasy, then Link is in good hands. If not, well, I'll be right here to say, told you so. In any case, folks, that's my perspective for today. I know it sounded a little angry, and I am. I've watched movies all of my life. I'm 49. I've been watching TV for a long time, and I've seen the decline of what has happened, and I'm so sick of it. I keep going back to older shows because they're what I like, they're what I enjoy, and this new stuff just doesn't turn the page for me anymore. But that's my perspective. I don't want to know what you think. Are you hopeful or for the future of movies, or are you waiting for another shoe to drop? Let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching my perspectives of Jerry. Please remember to like and subscribe on your way out so you don't miss the next perspective. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you stayed. Remember, like He-Man, everybody out there you have the power. Find your Triforce of Courage. Keep yourself going. Hold your swords up high. And demand that we get the quality we deserve. You have a great day, folks. Thanks for listening.